I wish we were gathering under better circumstances today, because it is so good to see all of you here in our gathering space, and doing the show today and hearing from everybody and playing Chris's songs. And I was emotional, but seeing all of you and the diversity of this crowd and the ages, now I'm emotional. You see his impact and how much Chris Soundgarden, his music meant to all of you. So thank you for coming here today and sharing this with us.
Oh, I feel a lot of pressure to say something meaningful right now, and all I can think about is what an incredible community we have and how grateful I am that we can come together over the airwaves, through social media, and in this beautiful space that so many of you helped us build. It's such a source of comfort, and as sad as I am today, I mean, my heart is just filled with love. I think of the gifts that Chris gave us and so many musicians around the world, but this city is so unique and special. I know a lot of you feel that as well. And I just, I'm so happy that we have this community and a place that we can come and share this. Chris Cornell, of course, such a mega superstar, and he impacted so many of us in so many different ways. Each of you probably has a different story and a way that he made your heart sing. And you know, as sad as we are right now, I just can't even fathom the grief that his family, his bandmates, his loved ones and friends have. And I'm just so grateful that we can come together as friends right now. I'm so grateful for this guy, and what a magnificent show he's done. John has dealt with so much loss in his life, he and his wife, man, and I'm so grateful that he has the heart and capacity to be able to talk about it as eloquently as he does, and it's such a gift to this community. And he spearheads a lot of the important work that we do here at KEXP that's really meaningful to all of us, and I'm just so happy to be a part of this family. And I want to thank John for pulling this together. I don't know if I would have had the wherewithal to
well, I'm selfish.
React.
I want a place to hang out and mourn, so I wanted you all to come here and make me feel better too. It's true. So
I told him I wasn't going to say anything. That was a lot of nothing.
No. So we've been up here, we do the Death in Music event now, we talk about grief here, and one of the things we've talked about is having a green light to grieve those we didn't personally know as well. I don't know about you, but you go through these stages of grief, no matter who you've lost, when it's an artist that maybe you didn't personally meet but had so much impact on you, that his music and the words and the time in your life and the effect it had on you, you don't know what to do with that grief. What I can tell you is it's okay to grieve and be sad. It's okay to cry. It's okay. His family is grieving more than us, his friends and his bandmates, of course, but we have our own grief with this loss. He dealt for years with depression. His story of growing up and being so depressed that he had to retreat into music. How many of you went through that? Right? And he made it for 52 years, which is a success. We have to remember that. But we also have to remember that there are other people at any age, any backgrounds, who suffer from depression and need help, and they need resources, and they need you to reach out. And if you're one of those people, please reach out. We don't want to lose any of you. It's so important. If we don't learn that from this, then what's the point? It's not good. His music meant probably more to you because those words and those songs said something that you couldn't say yourself. And in a way, I feel like I felt when Kurt Cobain died. I feel selfish for taking those songs and those words a little bit. I wish I could have helped him more. I wish there's something I could have done besides just play his music for all of you. We all are battling our own demons, and some do it better than others. And I wish he had won that fight. I think part of us here in Seattle are here today too to grieve another loss in our city. I don't know about you, but it's hard right now in Seattle some days, right? There's so much change. You don't recognize your town. You don't recognize the change and the construction, and it's hard for artists to survive here. And this is another shot to that. And I know that's grieving as well. Part of our city died today. It really did. That voice was Seattle's voice. When asked what that voice sounded like to me, you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like Seattle. Nothing else sounds more like Seattle than Chris Cornell's, I can't swear, Chris Cornell's voice. I'll swear later when they take me off the air. I just learned the Space Needle is going dark at 9 p.m. this evening, which I think is a nice gesture as well, but it tells you the impact he had through his art and his music. And we wanted a moment of silence for Chris, his family, and a moment of remembrance. That feels right. But that voice and seeing him on stage, how many of you the first time you saw him on stage are like, that's my new favorite band, that's it. Chris walked out, good. No shirt, awesome hair, camouflage shorts, just F it, boom. And I remember thinking, I'm gonna be Chris Cornell. Except, I didn't quite pull it off. I did. I had the long hair and everything. Like that guy, man, he was larger than life, and his band was larger than life. So what I really now have decided on the spot, we need to yell. Yeah. We need to yell. I say we yell Chris. Are you down with that? Yeah. Chris? Okay. You ready? Yeah. The whole world's listening. I want you to yell Chris like you would hear Chris sing on stage and just wail on stage. You ready? I'm gonna step away from the mic when I do this. 1, 2, 3. Good job. I thought the first time we did that, we need to do it again because it wasn't loud enough. I think it was loud enough. Now, I want to thank you all again for coming. This was spontaneous, and this is our gathering space, and just a real quick plug for our community. You built this space. This is what it's here for. Remember that. So we want to thank everybody for building this and allowing us a place to grieve. In the back, we have a display of records and vinyl and just snarky comments from KCMU DJs. They're awesome on the records. I highly recommend going and checking them out and hang out here with each other as we remember Chris Cornell, remember Soundgarden here today. But we are going to have a moment of silence for Chris and his family. We're going to do it on the air as well. So if you're listening on the radio right now, please don't tune out. Just enjoy this silence for Chris Cornell. May he rest in peace. Thank you.